It's Wednesday, August the 15th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
This week is one of those weeks where nothing has happened.
Well, some stuff happened.
Some stuff may have happened, but I don't really know, to be honest. That's what this week is.
Okay. I thought you were trying to make a song out of it, and then it kind of just petered out at the end.
No, I've been singing a lot, though, at work.
Odd. Maybe that's why your coworkers hate you.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
I brought my bike into work today because I rode my bike into work.
Yeah.
And I was what was I doing? I was meeting a client for something, like just in the open lobby. And out of the corner of my eye, I see my boss. And he's riding my bike through the office.
You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, this is an expensive bike, Vince. And he passes me and rounds the corner. He's like, it must be as expensive as my Tesla. I'm like, well, let's not get crazy, but sure, yes, if you want to get, okay, whatever.
Equivalencies?
Yeah, I'm like, let's not be crazy here.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I'm paying you too much. I'm like, no, you most certainly are not. You most certainly are not.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing that happened today.
Nice.
Anyways, shall we just get started with the show?
Do it. I'm ready.
Well, as always, a question to chew on.
He's back.
Paul Chu writes, crap! Sorry, guys.
How dare you have a life outside of writing questions to us? How dare you?
Things have been so crazy here that I didn't even realize that I hadn't left you a question last week.
No excuses.
So here's to you to make up for it.
Okay, it's fine.
Number one. I know that you guys stream a lot of your anime.
Yeah.
And streaming is certainly a very viable option with things like Crunchyroll, Netflix, not to mention the other ones. He must be speaking about Funimation, Amazon Prime, Hulu, all the other legal options out there.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. Even with streaming being such an easy option, are there any anime series or movies that you still feel the need to have in your physical collection? And why? For the purposes of this question, the price of the set doesn't matter, nor does its actual availability at the moment. Which ones do you want to get your hands on, if any? I mean, that's a pretty simple question. I tend to want to own everything that I really enjoy.
Okay.
So I think it goes out saying that at some point I need to buy the Blu-ray edition of Gurren Lagann, but it's $150 American that I keep putting off.
Dude, just do it.
You know, my original excuse was it's too expensive. And then after I took that budget and just bought way more expensive things, and kept saying, no, these Blu-rays are too expensive.
That can still be viable. Like, it could still be too expensive for Blu-rays, right?
Yeah, but I think about it, and like, I buy $200 toys, and I'm like, are they really worth $200?
I think you value toys more than you value. I think you would rather buy a $200 Gurren Lagann than a $200 Blu-ray set of Gurren Lagann.
I guess you're right, but this one comes with the series and the movies.
You're not gonna watch the movies.
You're right.
You're just gonna watch the series.
It's true. It's like this with all my anime. Like I would love to own the first season of Build Fighters. I need to buy Code Geass R1 and R2. But here's the fucked up thing. I bought Your Name.
It's a movie.
I know.
It can't be like those can't be that expensive.
Yeah, but like in relation to an anime series, movies are pretty expensive.
Oh, really?
Oh. Kind of. It's like $30.
Oh wow!
Right, in the full series, like you could buy the full season of most animes for about $60.
I bought the full series of Valkyrie Drive for my friend.
Friend.
Yeah, I didn't.
Friend.
Buy it. I don't have that. So me and my friend bought it for another friend.
Yeah,
that was like $80.
Yeah. See. Yeah. I would love to own. Yeah, I still don't own Akira.
It's a good movie.
I probably would like to own Cowboy Bebop.
It's a good show.
So all the good stuff that I really enjoy, I would love to own.
I think. Okay. Is that the main your main takeaway from that question?
I
Or
think
that first
so.
question?
I think so.
My thing is that I just don't value the physicality of movies and stuff like that as much as I do games.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. I would love to own like maybe a digital version of a movie.
Yeah.
Like if someone would let me download an official AVI. Sure.
I'm sorry. Official AVI.
Yeah, give me like a .avi.
Whoa.
Give me got like a .mp4.
He's looking for that 480p.
Yeah. I need those MKVs, you know?
Oh jeez.
Those .movs.
I'm over here on the .ts.
Oh, .ts. Hot damn. You're on that new tech, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I just personally don't give as much care to that stuff because mainly because of the ease that one can reproduce those things.
Yeah.
Where with video games there are still hundreds, if not more, video games that you can only play on its released console. Like take most of Nintendo's backlog, for example. They just sent about a bunch of cease and desist orders to a bunch of ROM sites for games that they will never re-release.
Yeah.
So
exciting.
It's, I don't know. I just, because it's not as rare, I don't feel the need to preserve it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel that it's super easy for a company to just be like, press that to disc, ship it out, let's go.
So that's where your value comes from?
Yeah.
On rarity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or ease of access, let's say. Because rarity to me, like, it's cool to own a rare game, but I'm not that person who's like, I kept it in plastic and never opened it and whatever. Like, I will play my games, I will lend them to people no matter how expensive they are.
We shall see.
we shall see.
I'm about to test the waters, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to borrow my TurboGrafx?
No.
Got a lot of expensive games on there.
I'm not gonna touch it.
So like, yeah, like I'll, like I don't care about that kind of stuff, but I do care about ease of access. Like I know that I'm not gonna be able to play Clash at Demon Head on any current Nintendo system.
And that is a blessing. That is a blessing.
Dude, that's like one of the first open world games. It's so good.
There's I think we've definitely been down this road before where you would prefer the fact that it's the first of its kind.
Yeah, I prefer the unique idea.
Where I prefer the refined of its kind.
Yeah. That is a perfect example. Clash of Demon Head is a perfect example.
Oh god.
I like that game a lot.
And you know who else does? No one.
Yeah, so it's just the fact that shows, movies, television shows, anime, doesn't matter. The fact that they can so easily just be converted to a different file format, and or up-resed, and then just put on the disc. Like I don't care about owning it physically.
Yeah, like
to say though, like if I had to pick one, like if I had to pick some to own, like it'd be the classics. It'd be Bebop. It'd be Akira. Yeah. It'd be those shows where we said where it's not good. It's not a good anime. It's just good. Yeah. Right. Like those type of shows I would want to own.
You know, when it comes down to it, like the whole collecting stuff for needing to own it physically is not as important to me anymore. It's just, especially with anime movies, you're not gonna find better quality than like that Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, probably not.
And that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. I want that quality,
especially with certain movies, because a lot of movies don't get put out on streaming sites. Yeah. So I can see why you would want to own. If anything, you could buy it and then just rip a digital 1080p version to your computer.
Like I know nowadays you can stream things up to 4K, but like let's be real, the actual bitrate you're not gonna get.
Yeah, we're not South Korea. Yeah. Like, Canada doesn't have that great of internet. We're not gonna do that.
So, yeah, but that's the first part. That's the first question. The second question is, which anime, movie, or series do you love but are embarrassed to tell others about? Anything that you enjoy watching but will constantly have to look over your shoulder whilst doing so. Any titles that you will only watch when you know the house is empty. I know you both ended up liking Keijo, but as much as I'm curious to check it out, I can't do it at home.
Check it out.
Having to prepare a long explanation.
Expose the baby.
Oh no.
To Keijo.
I can answer this question.
Do it.
Very simple. Very simple answer. No. There is nothing I'm embarrassed to watch. ever.
Okay, like even about recommending it to other people.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't know why I would recommend it.
True.
Because like it's the question is there anything you're embarrassed to watch? Anything that I personally like? And like at the end of the day, I think I've been pretty open with my my preferences on things that I enjoy consuming.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a concern either way.
My thing is not that I'm concerned about telling people. It's more so after the fact that I've told them what is their thought. Like, do they think I'm a creep or something, or do they think I'm a weirdo? Because a lot of my favorite stuff is either really offbeat comedy stuff or more childish kind of stuff, like Yotsuba or Cheese Sweet Home, where it's kind of made for kids.
Yeah.
But it's cool stuff. And there's other stuff too, like Air Gear is a really cool, like one of my favorite mangas, but like sometimes they go kind of too wild with the fan service.
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I recommend to everybody, but people have come back and be like, that was too fucking weird.
Yeah.
So that's more of it. Like I'll tell people if they ask me, or I'll recommend stuff, but it's more so I'm worried about the thought process afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, definitely depends on the people hang out with. Like, for example, at work, I told people like Sailor Moon, and they're like, "What?"
You weirdo.
And I'm like, "Yeah, deal with it."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What can you do?
At work, my thing was like when I I went on my lunch break to go pick up my NES Classic.
Yeah.
Right, or my Super NES Classic, and when I got back to the office, like, what did you leave for? And I'm like, check it out, Super Nintendo. And they're like, what? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what that means. You know, like, so I think, yeah, I work at a mall, and so I see a lot of deliveries come in.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be walking in the back halls with coworkers, and I'll just stop and like, Vince, what are you looking at? They're like, oh my god, that box just says action figures. They're like, Vince, did you see the action figures? I'm like, I did.
Yeah. They're super cool.
And then I'm like, I think I'm gonna meet you guys upstairs. I'm gonna go check this shit out.
You see we got a first shipment? You just walk up to the register scratching yourself, like,
yeah.
I guess that poses a deeper question of like, even though nerd culture is now at the forefront of mainstream media, like, do you think it's better, worse, still the same as viewed by quote unquote normies?
What do you mean?
Like, in terms of like, oh, I'm meeting this person for the first time, and one of the things I learn about them is that they collect action figures.
Yeah.
And they're of a certain age to where before you would have been like, what? Like, do you think that it's more accepted, less accepted, equal?
I think it's I don't know. I see, like, a part of me wants to say it's more accepted, but also no.
Yeah. Cuz I know recently I had a date where when, like, during dates and stuff, it was totally fine. Like, I didn't really bring up video games. Like, I brought it up once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, just be like, oh, what do you do? I play games sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
but I never went into, didn't try to make that the focus. Like, that's my life, right?
Yeah.
But then when, let's say I brought this person back to my place and they saw my collection,
and then they were
and,
like,
and they
"Oh,
were
fuck."
and they were physically shocked. Like, they physically stopped in the doorway and were like,
Oh.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I don't know. I think like the high end version of it, like when you're super deep into that stuff, is still weird. But I think it's more socially acceptable to like, oh, you like the superhero movies and stuff like that.
I don't know, because like the more and more I meet people, the more I realize that like some people, everyone always has a hobby that they're just super deep into.
Yeah.
And it could be anything, and you will always be taken aback because of just
the intensity of which.
The intensity and the fact that you yourself don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So it always comes off way more shocking than it might possibly be. Like, for example, I have a friend who's really into making soap.
That's pretty cool.
And like the depths at which she has to go and buy her ingredients and stuff, and like what she's done in her room to mix soap and shit. Like, it's just, I'm like, whoa, that's too much for me. You're crazy about your soap.
See, my thing is like, I've never had that moment of whoa, this is too much. Like, I've had a moment of, like, maybe this is a little offbeat. Like, I knew one of my old bosses when I had a co-op. He used to collect, like, little rubber ducks that were, like, characterized of different things, and he'd, like, put it on his desk and stuff. And I was like, well, that's a little weird, but, like, I guess it's not destroying his life, then sure. But there's never been a moment where, like, I saw someone's hobby and I'm just like, too much. Unless it was, like, drugs.
No, I don't mean too much in, like, it was... well, I've definitely seen people who had excessive things.
Yeah.
But I mean, like...
the depths of their knowledge?
Yeah, it was far beyond anything that I could imagine.
See, that to me, personally, would just be an avenue for questions.
No, like, I'm not saying it's in a negative way. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is, like, whoa, I didn't realize you could go this far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's different than being taken aback by knowledge, and then being taken aback by intensity, and the fact that maybe you don't think that this is quote unquote normal, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, yeah. Like when someone says they're into basketball, I just think, oh, you like picking up a ball, and then I realize, oh, you have 500 pairs of sneakers.
Oh, and you go to the court every day and you practice your threes.
Oh.
You watch every game. You're in a fantasy league, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, then I was like, oh, no, you...
That's like people who live and breathe football. Like,
whoa.
Yeah.
Like, you're deep. You're deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blew my my cousin's husband's mind. I was just like, oh, you play fantasy football? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, so you play D&D? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you play fantasy sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a character sheet. You're setting up a guild in your team. You're battling against rival factions. And he's just like, no.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah. Just like if you wrap it differently, how
Yeah.
differently people will think about it. So yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible
I think that like to a certain extent things are more accepted, but yeah, I still definitely think there's like a stigma to when someone is super deep into something, to where you said again that you're just like, why do you know all this?
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Cool.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for writing in. And you're forgiven.
For now.
Move on to the picks of the week.
Yeah.
You had a couple of video game ones.
Yeah.
I had some minor ones.
Okay.
Did you know that there's a Dora the Explorer live action movie?
I'm sorry, what? I know there was that when Vine was a thing, there was that girl who had Hood Dora. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's not it. That's
Brittany
it.
Furlan was her name, I
No.
think.
So Dora the Explorer movie. I mean, we all know Dora the Explorer, right?
Yeah.
Dora Explorer boots.
Swiper no swipey, dog.
You got swiper, no swiping. Would you like to see Dora the Explorer?
All right. Swear to God.
This
She's
is
Asian.
Dora. What do you think about this Dora the Explorer?
How old is this girl?
I'm gonna go with 17, 18.
Like on the cusp.
Yeah, like right there.
I think it's odd that
Isn't it?
I am physically attracted to Dora the Explorer.
I see. I wasn't gonna say it, but you went there.
Listen, I know. Listen, you put like it's full screen. This might be your wallpaper right now. I'm not sure. Right? This might just be a page on the app screen where there's just no apps on it.
Oh,
But yeah, like she's fit. As the British say, she's fit. She is fit.
Okay. So this is Isabella Moner. You might know her from.
Isabella Boner, more like it. Oh,
She is from the Transformers movie The Last Night.
I don't remember her at all.
She's the one who played with Squeaks.
No way!
Yeah.
She was a child in that movie. Damn.
Kids grow up fast.
They do. I guess that's why they got to make all those seasons of Stranger Things right away.
Yeah. So she is 17. She was born in 2001.
All right. Hit me up in a year. Let me know. Yo, girl was popping.
I just don't know why they went for like such an older person.
Yeah. Like, why wouldn't they just go for a child?
Yeah. Like, why didn't they do the Harry Potter thing? Hire them when they're 10.
Yeah.
It's just a weird direction they've taken. And I just don't see her talking to the monkey or swiping shit.
Yeah,
Man.
she's gonna pull out like a bat. Be like, bitch.
Yeah. The number one comment I read about when that picture went up was like, can't wait to see her explore her college years. Or
That's pretty good.
all the exploring in her college years, something like that.
That's
So,
hilarious.
yeah. I'm gonna give you another blast from the past.
Okay.
Do you remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I do.
Did you know that Netflix is rebooting Sabrina?
What?
Into a dark drama called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm gonna show you the first picture that they revealed. Looks nothing like Melissa Joan Hart. She just looks like a blonde teenage girl.
Yeah, she's a blonde teenage girl with a red coat. If anything, it's kind of reminiscent of Harry Potter.
Yes. So I think Archie Comics did this earlier in a couple years ago with Riverdale.
Okay.
They rebooted Archie Comics in that like drama, darker style.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. Well, this one's on Netflix, and I never cared about Archie, but I did love Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna check this out.
Nice.
Real question is it gonna have the talking cat?
I bet it'll be like. It won't be as animated as the original one.
Do you remember the original one?
Yeah, it was like a puppet, right?
Not in the early seasons.
Not in the early
It
season.
was a real cat, and they just had a dub.
Maybe they'll do that.
And it was so weird.
Maybe
it
they'll
was
do that.
the weirdest.
Maybe they'll do that.
Because the cat would just walk away, and they're still dubbing it, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Maybe they'll do that.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then my other pick was one of my favorite Formula One drivers of all time has decided to...
Kimi Räikkönen.
No. Fernando Alonso has decided to retire.
Oh, how long has he been in the game?
17 years.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I've always been a Hamilton fan, but if you had to tell me who was the best driver on the grid, I will tell you it's Alonso.
Really?
However, he is so great, but his biggest weakness is his own greatness, because he has a destructive personality, and that's why no team wanted to hire him.
Oh, so is it he retired because no one wanted to hire him?
Is
it like no one hired me, so fuck it?
None of the big teams want him anymore because he burned all those bridges.
Damn.
He'd been with all the big teams and he fucked them all over.
Yo, gotta bring Force India up in the ranks, bro.
And all he had left was this one seat that just wasn't doing anything.
It was gonna happen.
And he's been there for 5 years since his last win. And it's so sad. It's one of those like, you were the cause of your own demise.
Yeah.
And yet you were still great. Still great. But bye, Fernando.
Peace out.
I'll miss you.
Whatever.
I'll miss you, Mr. Chican.
I won't.
Chican.
Tell me when Kimmy leaves, then I'll be sad.
I don't know. He's probably out next year.
So in my picks, there is a release date for Persona 3 and 5 dancing games.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the starlight.
Starlight. And what's the 5 one?
I think it's Dancing in the Moonlight is 3, and I think Dancing in
Starlight is
5.
No.
What? What's 5?
Dancing in... I don't know.
I think it's Dancing in Starlight, dog.
And what's 4?
4 is just Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So those have a release date now of December 8th of this year. Right at the tail end. I didn't see any announcements for that crazy 2-in-1 package that Japan got.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure it's coming.
I hope it comes because that was a cool package. Other than that, I like those games. I don't know if I'm gonna buy them on the Vita or on the PlayStation, but
get them on the PlayStation. Don't be a dumbass.
But I can take it on the go.
But you won't.
But I can.
But you won't.
But I have the option, and then I can play it on my PlayStation TV. It's basically the same.
No.
I wish I had a PlayStation TV.
No. Damn. Now they're worth like $1 billion.
Are they? Damn it! Should have bought one.
All right, so that's the Persona Dancing games.
Persona Dancing games. That was a thing. Then QuakeCon happened, and they announced at QuakeCon, what was it? Doom Eternal, the sequel to Doom. The reboot to Doom. One of my favorite first-person shooters since like Modern Warfare 2.
Wow.
So they showed off like 20 minutes of gameplay. Some highlights from it are your shotgun now has a grappling hook.
Hmm.
You have a shoulder-mounted cannon / flamethrower.
Your cannons.
You have the ability to warp dash in all kinds of different directions.
Hmm.
And there's different areas in the environment where you can swing off of, climb up, get. They added a lot of verticality and even more mobility than the game already had,
Hmm.
and that seems super fun.
Still seems incredibly violent.
It's yes, and that's what we need. There's the one cool thing too. They have like if you when you're damaging enemies with heavy shots, like bigger enemies, and they don't die, but they take heavy damage, like parts of their bodies will fly off, so they'll give more.
I saw that.
Yeah. Your melee now, you have like the fucking Ezio blade in your wrist, and you're just like pile bunking people.
Yeah. It looks hot.
It looks super good. They took all the good shit from Doom. They built on top of it. It seems like they made another really good game. But like it's the first gameplay trailer, obviously. Who knows if it's just like more of the same, but okay, I can jump higher now. But overall, like the mobility in that game makes me hope that in there is a like a horde mode kind of. Like a wave based survival type mission.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because all that mobility seems super, super fun.
It does.
And then the last one, which was probably the biggest one, is Red Dead Redemption 2 got a gameplay trailer.
It did.
And man, game looks hot. Also, it looks like they took all the money they made from Grand Theft Auto 5 Online and they poured it into this game.
Well, what else is supposed to do all that money, right?
True, they make like one game every 10 years, so Red Dead Redemption 2 looks insane, and it's one of those games where like only a rock star can make that. You got all those weird horse muscle physics things back. When they say a world is alive, like they mean it.
I hope so.
I hope it's not fluff. Like I really hope it's as grand as the video makes it seem.
Mm-hmm.
Deadeye's back. You play as another lone cowboy gunman, and this time it takes place kind of further past John Marston, into the era where the Wild West is kind of dying.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of just the beginning of industrialization, like it's pretty much here. Right. So you're going from town to town, trying to be the last roving outlaws. You have to take care of your gang, bring back food, stuff like that. You can have like plow horses. You have like a farm. It seemed like you can tame different horses for different uses.
Like that. I like the sound of that.
There's so much to do. It's a lot of stuff in there. You can take situations down differently if you want to go guns blazing. If you want to talk yourself out of situations. And it all seems super dynamic because it's not like say a Mass Effect where you do have those options, but before you do anything, like you're just in a locked speech bubble portion. Where in this one it's just like in game, not taking you out of the control at all. You have these options, do what you will. So you could be talking down a sheriff, and then as soon as he lowers his weapon, you just blast him in the face, right? It just seems like there's a lot of different options, and while the story seems pretty standard for say a Western, they're probably going to do some pretty wild shit. So
probably.
And knowing Rockstar, I know they will not shy away from more, let's say, taboo topics. Because they showed in the trailer just like different races of people during Wild West times, and back then, not great for those people. So
maybe they're trying to change history.
Maybe. When has Rockstar ever done that?
You're right.
They've always gone to like, let's push social boundaries and see what we can get away with in storytelling. Like, dude, they were gonna put CJ having sex with people in their one game in San Andreas. So.
Oh yeah.
Hot coffee, remember that?
Yeah.
That whole fiasco.
He's just living his best life.
He's living his best life. They cut it out of the game. How dare they? I'd rather not talk about it. I just go watch it.
What's release date?
End of October, I think.
It's far away.
Yeah.
That's too far away. I'll be too busy with work.
Will you?
That's year end. That's my fiscal year end.
October 26th is
Oh,
the scheduled release
no, go away.
date. Get wrecked.
I'll just wait till January.
Yeah, and that was my last pick for the week.
Cool. Let's see. This week, what have I been doing? That new Overwatch event started.
Mhm.
Summer Games. Got my Wave Racer Diva.
Nice.
Kind of don't really want anybody else.
I'm good. Figured it out.
I mean, right? Yeah. But there's a patch. Oh man, what happens in patches?
People get angry.
Yes, because of the nerfs and buffs.
All right.
Guess who got buffed? Too long. All the healers.
What? Even
Except Mercy.
Wow, those dicks.
Mercy got nerfed
Again?
Again.
Didn't they just nerf her?
What? Of course, it's like mandatory, man.
New patch nerf Mercy.
Yeah. But what it's done is it's doesn't make Mercy worse. It's just, well, yes, it does.
What is it? What's the nerf?
60 HP healing per second is now 50.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. It's like, it's not a big deal in the short term, but like over a game, you're losing tons.
You're losing tons, especially on bigger health heroes. Like it takes them that much longer, like to heal a Roadhog.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's dumb.
They gave Ana this weird buff, which when I read, I thought, how's that? It's not really gonna change Ana. It's to her ult. Remember her nano boost?
Yeah.
So nothing's changed except now when you give it to someone, they instantly heal 300 HP.
Dude!
Instantly. Now, I didn't know how much of a difference it would make.
That's crazy.
Turns out it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That's nuts.
I've been playing Ana a lot more. So now I'll just see stupid Reinhardt's charge in and be like, oh, he's gonna die. No, he's not. Yeah.
And now you're super powered and you save the play. Yeah. Like, that allows you to...
Yeah.
Like, that allows your nano boost not to go to waste.
Yeah. Also... I at some point I didn't realize this, but they made her ult charge so fast now.
Nice.
So you get that nano boost real quick, and because the meta currently is like a brawler meta. Okay. So they usually have big bruisers. Yeah. You have lots of targets to hit. Healing's a lot easier.
Nice.
Yeah, I've gotten back to playing Ana. She's not quite OP Ana from when she was originally released. My favorite Ana.
Yeah.
But
what can you do?
I know. I miss the Beyblade meta.
Beyblade meta is so stupid.
It was great. It was the best. There was Beyblade meta, Triple Tank.
Triple Tank was boring.
Oh, so good because Ana could heal all of them.
Triple Tank was boring.
By herself.
Was boring.
By herself.
Boring.
God, OG Ana was the best.
Did they buff Hamster the Ham?
No.
Still weird.
Yeah, he's still some squishy, useless fuck.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He's whatever. But that's Overwatch. I've been watching a new show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Just came out, I think, this past weekend.
Okay.
It's called Insatiable.
So I think you might have talked about it a little bit last week.
Did I?
I remember the...
I only started watching it on Friday.
Did you?
Yeah.
You might have mentioned it, maybe to me, at a different point in time. But I remember you talking about the premise where a girl loses weight because she gets her mouth wired shut from getting her jaw broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
And then when you showed me the trailer today, I was like, oh, it's this show.
Yeah, when did I say that?
I don't remember.
I must have said it last week, but I wasn't serious about watching it.
Okay.
And then I watched it.
Okay.
So this show's been getting a lot of backlash because it's like fat shaming and whatever. That's a story for another day.
Do we want... Like, we only have 10 listeners. Do we want to lose them all?
That's a story for another day. But anyways, show is pretty bad.
Bad in terms of...
Bad in, like, they go and do the offensive joke that is just... I don't want to say tasteless.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's so good.
Okay.
But, like...
The thing is, though, name a show in recent memory that does that.
That's the thing, right? Like, this is the type of show that, because of the current social climate, anything, it is looking to piss off everyone.
Yo, it pissed off Vice.
And it's kind of awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, the premise is like, girl's fat and she's like down.
She's bullied all the time.
Yeah, and she's like, well, how can I solve this problem? She doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah.
Some guy punches her in the face and she has to get her mouth wired shut and liquid diet, loses weight.
Wow.
Model of the show is skinny as magic.
So just a quick side thing. There was a manga I was reading. I forget what it was called now. If anybody knows, let me know. But it's about a fat girl, and she's like basically a huge nerd, and she's
Yeah.
watching her yaoi anime, and one of her favorite characters dies, and because of that, it causes her such mental trauma
Oh, this one.
that
Yeah.
she doesn't leave her room for like a month.
Yeah, I remember.
And then when she comes out, she's skinny and hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, so like and the show definitely goes there with like the whole oh you're fat now you're skinny, blah blah blah. And the idea is she now gets picked up by a struggling pageant coach, and together she wants to get revenge on people who made fun of her by winning all these pageants,
okay,
getting all these boys.
yeah,
It's her time to shine.
do it. Get
And
that dick.
yeah, basically,
Yeah.
that is what she is after. So she's about being selfish and getting that dick.
Do it.
And she's
Go, girl.
She's trying to do it. And the show just ends up being very. Oh, it's so. It's so awesome because of how awful some of the shit they say are.
Is it like this like South Park offensive?
No, it's not like that offensive. Like it's not like super. Like I guess it is, but not quite.
Not in the same way.
Yeah, like that. Like South Park is so fucking raw.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do that, but it just feels like what teenagers would talk about when they don't give a shit about anything.
That's fair.
And I will say now that I'm in the back half of the episodes, it has turned into more of a genuinely meaningful message show, and that's kind of saddened me because it's like, oh, there is a lesson here. It's not just all fun and games. But
Nice.
yeah, no, it's worth checking out. Also, if you want to see what Selena Gomez looked like if she wasn't Mexican,
Yeah. Why does that girl look like Selena Gomez?
she's in this, man.
Is that Selena Gomez?
No,
Okay.
no, but yeah, she's got the same facial structure. Yeah, and it deals with everything too. It deals with like the LGBTQT community. Is that how it is?
LGBTQ
TQ, not QT.
QA plus.
No, let's not go that far yet.
Wow, we just lost 10 listeners.
Yeah, it deals with that stuff too, and parenting issues. Like it deals with every issue at some point.
I heard that. Yeah, I was reading a Vice article about it, and it's just like because I just found it funny because how pissed off they were, and after I was like, isn't this show supposed to be offensive? Like, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Why are you pissed at it?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Insatiable.
Nice.
12 episodes. It's I think it's worth checking out.
I think this says more about me than about the show,
Mm-hmm.
but you describing it makes me want to watch it.
it's fucking hilarious.
Okay. And that's it? Is that your week?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. My week is pretty tame as well. I've been playing more Hearthstone. So Boomsday came out, got released, the new expansion.
Yeah.
And I opened up my what I have. I had 50 packs. Then I had 3 free ones from logging in. And
Whoa.
then I had enough gold to buy another 20 packs.
Oh my.
So I bought I had
packs.
73 packs.
Whoa.
I opened them, got about 5 legendaries.
Yeah.
One of them is currently in the meta, which I'm super pumped for. 2 of them though were but they were gold legendaries, so I could dust them for a lot of gold and basically or for a lot of dust. And what I used that dust for was to create a new deck, which is what I'm playing now in standard, which is called Token Druid. So right now Druid is crazy fucking strong because of all the new cards. But this one specifically, it really doesn't rely on playing any monsters. It relies on tokens, which is cards that generate monsters,
okay.
right? So
Like the Karibos.
yeah, like one of the few cards that is a minion you would play was it the White Witch Apprentice or something like that? Basically, whenever you play a spell, she conjures up a 1/1 mage. So she summons a token, right? There's another one called Spreading Plague. It's 6 mana spell. For every monster on your opponent's side of the field, summon 1/1/5 Scarab with taunt.
Oh.
Right? So I had a game the other day where guy filled his boards with 1/1s. I played that card.
Yeah.
Fucked him over because I had 9 1/5s with taunt, so he couldn't hit me. And basically the goal of this deck is to just pump out because this specific one I built is called Swarm tokens. So it's to pump out as many minions, as many tokens, as fast as possible. Then the next turn, power them up using cards like I think there's one. It's like something Roar, Savage Roar, which gives all of your monsters on the field +2 attack for the turn, and another one called Branching Path, where one of its options is +1 attack, but you can pick it twice, so +2 attack permanently, and you want to OTK them.
Oh,
right,
like in one go.
Yeah. So I have one card.
Like you build your army and then you wait for your moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's and there's a bunch of cards too that you want to do because you want to ramp. You want to ramp fast before they can get big spells that can do mass removal. So I have stuff like Nourish that I can gain 2 mana crystals. There are stuff like Ultimate Infestation where it's 10 mana. It deals 5 damage to something. I gain 5 armor, and a 5/5 minion appears on my side of the field. And I draw 5 cards. Sorry. So like you do a whole bunch of shit, right? And so you can get your card full, or your hand full. Do
what you need to do. Yeah.
Put out your army, and then like if they can't get rid of your stuff, just run them into the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So for example, that game I had with the person who put down 9/11s, they specifically were at full health plus like 15 armor.
Yeah.
Right. And they left up all my Scarabs because I think specifically they wanted to play a buff of their own.
Yeah.
I think that's what their deck was. But in that time, I had a full hand of buffs. Yeah. So I did 2 Savage Roars, and I did a Branching Path, which so I had +4, +6, so everything was a 7/5.
Wow.
7 times 9 to the face, and I won.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh god.
So it's pretty fun. It does get beat out if by certain decks. There's one right now that's kind of a menace. It's called Zoo Warlock. So you play the Warlock class, but Zoo is basically you put down a bunch of monsters really quickly to aggro the opponent out of the game, right? And Warlock's really good for that because they have a lot of really cheap cost minions that have good stats, but the downside is it damages the hero, right? So it's like, oh, I got a 1 mana 2/3 that's normally 2 mana, but because it's 1, it now does 2 damage to my face.
I see.
Right? And then you play other cards that counteract by healing everybody and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. That deck's kind of a menace. But yeah, I had enough dust to make that Token Druid deck, and it's super, super fun, especially since my old deck, which was even Warlock, is kind of getting out of the meta thanks to the new cards. So
that's always sad.
Yeah. That was a really fun deck, but I think it's kind of on its way out. If you are playing Hearthstone and you did get the new expansion, I do recommend, if you're going to make a deck for anything, make it for Druid, because a lot of Druid decks use the exact same cards. So if you create with Dust or whatever through packs, you get those cards. You basically have 80% of like 5 decks.
Cool.
Right? So you can go one step further. I think the latest one is an OTK deck with a dragon called Malagos. So you play this card Malagos, 9 mana dragon, but it gives you +5 spell damage. And then you get different ways to copy him.
Yeah.
So there's one, it's called Forbiddenness Floop. And basically he becomes a 4 mana copy of whatever monster you've played.
Yeah.
You just played. So you Malagos. You can cheat him out different ways. And basically it's to get multiple Malagoses on the field and then just hit your opponent with direct damage, doing like 20 damage a spell. So,
fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I think my favorite combo that I've seen come out of this is in Wild, which is you can use all the cards. It's called a Star Aligner combo, and there's a card. It's called Star Aligner. It's a 7 mana 7/7, and if you have 3 creatures with 7 health on the field, deal 7 damage to all opponents.
Whoa!
Right, and then so. When you do that, you also play another card that has battle cries trigger twice.
Oh god.
So
that sounds chaotic.
Yeah, you can make like your Star Aligners cost 1 mana.
Yeah.
You can copy Star Aligners into your hand, and then you just drop like 1, 2, 3 Star Aligners doing 14, 28, 32 damage, right? Just decimating their like destroying their field, leaving them even if they can recover it somehow, like you now have a whole bunch of 7/7s on the field for next turn if they didn't die. So it's a pretty cool deck. And then the other one they're doing is Mechcathun. So there was a card called Cthulhu, which is like Eldritch Horror stuff. Now that's the mech version of it. And it's a 10 mana 10/10 death rattle. So when it dies, if you have no cards in your hand, no cards in your deck, and no cards on the field other than Mechathune, destroy the opposing hero.
Huh.
So people have made decks with you just draw the combo, annihilate everything that's in your deck, and then just play a combo where when you play Mechathune and end your turn, everything dies, right?
Huh.
And so before the opponent even gets to start their turn after you ended, they're dead, right? So there's a lot of cool stuff going on in Hearthstone right now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and yeah, again, like this game has gone so much further than when I first played it, where it's just like swing, swing, swing. Like there's so much just card interaction now, and it's super fun.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I don't have to collect physical cards. So.
You should get a tablet.
I got my phone. My phone's pretty powerful.
But it's not big enough.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not big enough.
Listen, if I'm going to do those sweet hardcore OTK long-term combos, I need the PC anyways, because you need that mouse. Do I have the APM to pull off these combos before my turn limit ends?
Yes, you do.
All
On the iPad, you use both hands.
right. True multi-touch. So yeah, Hearthstone's been super fun. Is that the only game I talked about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I played Hearthstone. I swore. Did I talk about anything else? Or did I only talk about Hearthstone so far?
No, you talked about Hearthstone. There's something before Hearthstone. You talked
Okay, if I talked about something before Hearthstone, then sure.
I
Yeah.
can't remember though.
I think that's been my week. It's been pretty
chill.
Poppin' music still.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm still playing poppin' music. I'm now in the high teens of song difficulty. The only shitty thing is I've learned that in Poppin' Music 10, which is the version I own, to unlock more songs, it is a roulette system.
oh no!
So every time you beat 3 songs in arcade mode,
it's random.
you have a chance. You have a chance to unlock a song, but more often than not, you get nothing. Like there are options to get nothing, but there is also an option to unlock everything in one roulette. So
I bet after a certain hour count that just happens.
yeah, so I looked up some stuff on GameFAQs, and after a certain amount of gameplay time, you can turn off certain unlock requirements, and then they just give you the songs.
Oh really?
Right.
That's just cheating.
Yeah. So I've been getting up there in gameplay stuff. I'm getting used to the controller. Still super hard. Still super fun. Having a good time.
Cool.
Yeah. And then the last quick one I think is just little e-penis praise is in Rock Band. I beat a guy who was ranked top 100. So okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It wasn't in a skull difficulty song, but it was in a 5-star song. And yeah, I broke that score, and I was like, suck it. I'm the best.
That's what you said. Huh?
Yeah, well, I said to my
suck it.
It's not like
you sent him that
yeah,
message.
It's
and
not
suck it.
It's not like I'm directly facing him because there's no versus mode multiplayer. Yeah. But the fact I was like on the leaderboard, I'm like, yeah,
whoa,
beat you.
Wow. Speaking of online voice chat, in the Overwatch patch, there was a bug.
Yeah.
That set everybody's microphones to 150%.
Nice.
And it just blew out everybody.
Nice.
So for a while I didn't know what to do. And what I also didn't know was that it took your mic and blew it up 200%.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
What?
I've been playing Octopath Traveler.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm playing a bunch of Octopath Traveler.
Oh, how far are you now?
I have one person left to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who did you have to get?
I forget his name. It's the one after the dancer. So I restarted, and I chose the thief to be my permanent person.
To steal everything?
Yeah. And I went up.
Oh, so you got Hannett.
I got the hunter. Yeah. I got the healer.
Healer's useful.
Healer's so useful. And I went all the way down. So I got the merchant, the knight, the dancer, and the last person.
It's a dude, right?
Yeah. I forget what he does.
Is he the shit? The apothecary?
Probably the apothecary. No. Apothecary?
Apothecary.
I thought that was Cyrus.
Isn't he the scholar? So
Cyrus is the scholar, yeah. So I don't have the I don't know how to pronounce a fucking word.
Yeah.
I have that character left.
Okay.
And that's the last one.
Yeah.
And then I can start grinding and going to different areas and trying to
Yeah, you realize now how big this game is, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a tiny
because
game.
you go around the map and you're like,
Oh, that's the
that's
map.
pretty short, and then it's just you zoom out and you're like, oh no, all the quests are on the outer rims of this shit.
Yeah, and you're like, how do you get there?
oh no,
You're like, fuck, this is a big game. Yeah.
So right now my party has been Thief, obviously, Cyrus, the hunter girl, Hannett, and my fourth has been changing based on the story I use, but I think the person I like using the most so far is probably the dancer.
Yeah, the support buff.
Yeah, support buff. But the thing is that I have no healer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you going around without Ophelia?
Dude, I got so many grapes.
Oh!
I got so many grapes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but Ophelia can do the.
I got like 50 grapes.
Yeah, but she can just do the group heals.
But I got grapes.
Dude. Your funeral.
I got all these grapes, dog. I've been stealing from everybody.
Oh God.
I haven't had my reputation go down in a town yet. I got really close in the night town. I had one person. But it's cool to see, like, there are certain characters that have this basically the same skill.
Yeah.
So Hannett and the Knight, they both fight people, but it's just in different ways.
Yeah. You haven't unlocked the secondary job classes, right?
No.
Okay.
The dancer and the cleric both have the same thing, but one is just like, oh, my holy light will guide you. And he's like, I'll follow you. And then her's just like, yo, check out my titties. And then it's like, okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's off, it's a little disappointing because they have the same thing, but it's also convenient because it's like, okay, I don't have to keep switching out people if I want certain skills.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sure eventually, like, titties won't work on someone, but like,
listen,
but clerics does work on somebody, right?
Titties always work.
Titties, 100% success rate on titties.
Ask any woman.
So yeah, it's. I keep getting deeper into that game. As I get more characters, the depth of battle really starts to show itself. Fuck, that's a good game. That's a good fucking game.
Yeah.
Have you gone any farther?
No.
No?
No.
You suck.
I'm just at the night place now.
Cyrus is the best.
No, he's not.
Cyrus is so cool.
I mean, no. His whole motivation.
Sherlock Holmes.
No. His whole motivation is, I gotta charge this guy late fees for not bringing back.
Man.
That's his motivation.
Yeah, he's a librarian.
Like he's that anal dick, and you're like, fuck off.
Yo,
man.
he stole it from the secret archives, the Necronomicon. It's pretty much the Necronomicon. It's like the guide to hell or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Dancer's backstory is fucking tragic.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, when you see it for the first time, you're like, oh.
Yeah, because everyone else's story is just like, my master's gone missing. I have to bring a flame to this place. I gotta find a book. Oh, I want to be a merchant and travel the world.
Yeah, and hers
is just like, my life sucks. I was an orphan. I got put into this prostitution ring.
Oh yeah, she's like,
killed my family.
Yeah,
I got bitch slapped. My only friend at the brothel got murdered.
Yeah, and then she's like, I will sacrifice my body for this purpose.
Yeah. And you're like, damn.
She's like, I once was a princess.
Holy.
Now I'm a prostitute.
Yeah, like straight up. This is like. That was like 2 steps away from like some NTR shit. Like,
when I first picked her story, I'm like, why? Why is hers so tragic?
Why is hers so dark? Yeah. Everyone else's is whatever.
Yeah.
Even the thief is like, I gotta find a dragon stone, I guess, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Hers is so out of place.
Yeah.
I don't know what the apothecary's is, but his better be dark. Because if his is like, I gotta find the best plants,
oh god,
I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, her stuff is cool. She's the only one that does dark damage so far. So.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
She learned the dark ways.
She's learned the darkness.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she like slit that dude's throat.
What? It's her mission.
It is. It is her mission. It's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been good stuff.
Octopath.
It's a good game. To be honest, like it might be up there with like Bravely Default so far.
So far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's really, man, when I think about like best JRPGs, I still think it's really cool that like for me at least, certain modern games make that list.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like, hot damn. Like you got the classics. You got Final Fantasy VI. You got Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
You got Metroid. You got Earthbound. You got all that stuff, right? But like I would say like so far Octopath Traveler putting up a fight. Bravely Default, I would say, is one of the best JRPGs ever made.
Yeah.
It is. I would say it is the Evangelion of JRPGs.
Oh, I know that's a statement.
Because it's like that game is like a deconstruction, just kind of just like Evangelion, right? Where it's like these are the tropes, we're gonna play into them, but also we're gonna twist this shit on its head, and we're gonna play tricks on your mind if you've played these kind of games before, right? Yeah, just it's cool that they're still making good JRPGs. Also, I heard that Octopath Traveler. So I was at a game store recently, and apparently, it sold so well in Japan that like you can't find it in store anymore.
Yeah,
like countrywide.
I heard it was like $5 million.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
it shows there's still a market for those type of games.
Yeah, for sure.
Hot. It's hot.
Good stuff.
Good video game. Will I be able to beat it before
What?
Monster Hunter? I don't know.
Oh, you got 2 weeks.
I got 2 weeks. It's a lot of playing. I think I'm like 12 hours in right now. Only 70 to go.
I think that's 6.
6? Okay. So yeah. Good stuff.
Sounds good.
It does. It does sound good. You're right.
Sounds good.
That's
Awesome.
that's what I wanted to talk about Octopath Traveler. That's been
Okay.
okay.
Well, that is everything for this week's episode then, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for the questions. Thanks for listening as always.
Yeah, we got nothing coming up, I think.
I don't think there's any summer blockbusters we want to see.
I know I still got to see Crazy Rich Asians.
Dude, can we both go see Crazy Rich
I'm
Asians?
like obligated to that one
Why?
because I'm Asian.
You're Pacific Island.
You're right.
Different. Now, if you want to say I have to go see it because my girlfriend's Asian,
That's my girlfriend's Asian.
there you go.
We got to go see it.
Where do you stand on that? Where do you stand on Filipinos are Asian, not Asian?
Sure.
Sure, that's not an answer. It's not an answer to the question. Give me, I can't sit on the fence. Give me one.
Oh, okay. Asian or not Asian?
Yeah. Are Filipinos Asian?
Yes.
All right.
In the sense that they are in as much Asian as Indians and Russians.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Make sense?
Yes.
Good.
Got
Good.
it.
Had you asked me, are they Oriental, then we would have had a problem.
Listen, I don't want to start a fight. All right.
Had you asked me, are they considered jungle? Then
We all know the answer to that. The answer is yes. All right. Listen, let's not beat around the bush because it's your home.
I love telling my white people friends at work, they're like, "Yo, your friend jungle Asian?"
Yeah, your friend jungle.
And they think it's this huge like racial thing.
What the fuck?
I'm like, Kathy, why are you hanging with the jungle?
See, I come at it from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Where because the majority of my friends are Asian,
Yeah.
they sometimes bring Asian friends who
Yeah.
are new.
Yeah.
And they don't know me.
Oh.
And I'm just some lone white dude in the group. And then I'll be talking to my friend Christian and be like, whatever, you don't count. You're fucking jungle.
Oh.
And then they're just like, what? Those are always my favorite reactions. But also, I think I should stop that. Just for social purposes.
Yeah. I don't think it'll end well.
No, I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
Speaking of things that have to end, that's this podcast.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.